Hazrat Ka'b bin Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, had previously taken part in all the battles alongside the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. However, after his mistake in staying back from the expedition of Tabuk, he was made to face a social boycott. It was in this state that Hazrat Ka'b, may Allah be pleased with him, received a letter from the king of Ghassan, who tried to play on his emotions for being treated this way and offered him to come and join him. However, even then, Hazrat Ka'b, may Allah be pleased with him, refused. Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud Ahmad, may Allah be pleased with him, said that today the case has become that in the community, if someone is asked about a matter, they reply by saying that their services should be taken into account. However, there is a difference between upholding the organizational structure and actually doing the work. If one makes a mistake, no matter who they are, they must be asked about it. Ultimately, one must render service to the faith in order to cause Satan to flee. However, one should not render service in order to be praised or appreciated. The expedition of the Tabuk and the return journey was so successful that news of Islam's success began spreading, and the flag of Islam started being raised throughout Arabia. After returning from the expedition of Tabuk, there was an expedition called the expedition of Hazrat Khalid bin Walid, may Allah be pleased with him, towards the Banu Abdul Madan in Najran. This expedition took place in Rabiul Awwal, 10th year after the migration. The Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, instructed Hazrat Khalid, may Allah be pleased with him, to invite the people there to Islam 3 times. Hence, that is exactly what Hazrat Khalid, may Allah be pleased with him, did, and after his preaching they accepted Islam. From there, Hazrat Khalid, may Allah be pleased with him, sent a letter to the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and informed him that after 3 days of propagation, the tribe accepted Islam. Hazrat Khalid, may Allah be pleased with him, said that he was staying among the people and teaching them the faith, and he would await further instructions from the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. In response, the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said that Hazrat Khalid, may Allah be pleased with him, should bring a few people of the tribe with him to Medina to meet him. When this group met the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, they pledged allegiance to him. The Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, asked them if they were the same people who would cause their enemy to flee. They did not initially respond, and the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, repeated this question 4 times until finally they responded, saying they were indeed. They then expressed their gratitude to God for having guided them. The final expedition which the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, dispatched during his lifetime was the army of Osama, may Allah be pleased with him. When the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, returned from the farewell pilgrimage, there was still a threat from the Byzantines, as the Christians were still very proud of their strength. The retribution for the death that took place during the Battle of Mutta was also still pending. Hence, the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, appointed an army under the leadership of Hazrat Osama, may Allah be pleased with him, to attack Syria. The army's preparation became complete 2 days prior to the demise of the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. The Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, dispatched the army with instructions to ensure a decisive victory, while not desiring warfare, but only taking up arms if an attack was waged against them. The Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, also granted Hazrat Osama, may Allah be pleased with him, a flag. All the elder companions were also part of this army. Some people began raising questions about how such a young person could be made the leader over such eminent companions. This discourse displeased the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, who reaffirmed his decision to make Hazrat Osama, may Allah be pleased with him, the leader of the army on account of his virtue and ability. In the meantime, the illness of the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, was increasing. However, he insisted that the army should continue. When his illness increased further, Osama, may Allah be pleased with him, went to see the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, who insisted that he should proceed with his army. However, just as he was setting out, he received word that the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, was nearing his final moments, so he, along with his army, returned. Once Hazrat Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, became the first caliph, he instructed that Hazrat Osama, may Allah be pleased with him's army should continue forth with its mission. At the time, a disorder was brewing in Medina, and some felt that the army should not be sent out, rather it should remain in Medina for its protection. However, Hazrat Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, said that his first instruction as the Caliph should never be to restrain the very army which the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, had dispatched himself. While dispatching the army, Hazrat Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, reminded Hazrat Osama, may Allah be pleased with him, to fulfill all the instructions that he had been given by the Holy Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him.